One of the great things about Comic-Con is we get to sit down with some of the people that are a blast for the past. But remember, everything old is new again, and that's why we are sitting with the OG cast of Cobra Kai, Ralph Macchio, William Zabaka, and Martin Kove. First of all, how is Comic-Con? Have you had a chance to kind of digest it yet?
This is it.
This is it. You started with us.
You're our first stop, so it's awesome.
We slept behind that light.
I was wondering whose blanket that was.
Yeah.
There you go.
What does it mean that your series, Cobra Kai, is set now for a third season, and it really is just killing it online?
Well, it's great. It's a testament to the writing. It's a testament to the fans out there that are coming to the party and telling their friends, and it's just built up and getting the chance to be back with these youngsters again. Pretty amazing.
It was a kind of cool response when you guys, the first season, people freaked out a little bit, didn't they?
Well, I don't know if they freaked out. I think
they freaked out.
Were pleasantly surprised. It could have gone either way, I think. Everybody. We stepped into this very cautiously, very carefully, and I think the audience was skeptical at first, but it won them over, and that's why we're here again, season 3.
Yeah, have you seen a script yet for season 3?
Yes, would you like to know everything?
I want to know everything.
We're going to tell you everything now.
I turn into a woman.
How much fun are you having, though, doing this show?
Working with these two characters, it's a lot of fun. I mean, the highlights are really doing scenes with them, for me. Because the show is so well written. It's such a gas to do the words and bring the characters back. But when we have scenes together, it's the best. I just enjoy that more than anything else.
35 years ago now, Karate Kid came out, and you look back, and it's still this phenomenon. What do you remember about shooting that movie?
Getting my butt kicked. No, I remember. I do remember that, and it's still happening today. No, I think there was something. Billy always says that project was kissed in some way, and we feel the same way about Cobra Kai. There's just we're catching lightning in the bottle twice, and but the Karate Kid making that film and the casting, the direction from John Avildsen, the script Robert came in, and just the whole production had something special going for it. Whether we'd ever think in 2019 we'd be sitting here having this conversation, that wasn't the case. But they just seemed
I
to
knew
have.
it, though.
He knew it all.
You knew the whole time.
Yeah, 19. When we were filming it, I thought 35 years from now, Ralph,
Yeah, we're going to be sitting in San Diego and
on YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah, there is no
Streaming.
YouTube yet.
Right,
No internet.
There will be an internet.
35 years
That's
from
right.
now, there's going to be an internet and a thing called YouTube, and we will be there.
That's why I'm playing Lotto
Kevin
with
Frazier
this
on
guy
ET.
tomorrow.
Come on.
Yes, I saw this all in advance.
You saw it in advance. You knew. How about the new audience that you brought into it, who now, they're like, oh, those guys, they were in a movie?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, there was a movie called Karate Kid once upon a time.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of dads have kids, and that's it. They were the kids of yesterday. They're the fathers of today raising their kids, and they're showing their children Karate Kid. And Cobra Kai's taken off where that left off this much time later.
And the stories for the young characters on the show and our young cast on the show are so rich and complex, and it really adds to, it's fathers and sons and mothers and daughters. I mean, anyone could watch the show, and some people, Billy and I have discussed this, some of the young audience members back themselves into the Karate Kid universe. They'll see the show, and then they'll watch the movie with their parents or whatever, and it builds from there. So it's the riches come from that.
And the writers, we got to say the writers, Josh, Shot, and Hayden are 3 creative heads that made this all happen.
Yeah.
They just know how to write to a young audience. They have a great sense of today's culture.
And it was good guys and bad guys, back in the movies. Yeah. We were the bad guys, and he was the good guy.
Well, it's more black and white.
You bended a little. You were flexible. You were very flexible.
Yeah, it was more black and white back in the day.
He can kick really high.
But the bottom line was now all these young characters are all gray. All the teenage characters are gray, and the writers are creating it that way. So everybody identifies with it much more, because you can't go white hats and black hats anymore. Audiences are too sophisticated.
Yes.
Kids are too sophisticated.
Well, it's funny you talk about that, because I want to take you back to '84. We were on the set, of course, and I want you to listen to this guy.
I think this movie could very well be a sleeper, a film that starts out with solid business, and then when the word of mouth gets around that this is an entertaining, warm movie, I think it's gonna do its job.
Wow,
that's incredible.
Pretty good.
Wow, that was kind of prophetic.
I had a moment. Could I say that? I'm gonna need to use that in the future to make it seem like I actually occasionally have pearls that I actually know what I'm talking about, or got very lucky, or read the script perfectly.
Can we bring in the young? Can we bring in the young folks? Can we bring in the?
I think
we
they
have
taped
to.
it 2 years after their thing was released.
That was actually last week.
I was already.
I'm just a little more tan right
I
now.
want to bring in Sholo, Mary, and Tanner. We're going to bring them in. I have to ask, what did you know about Karate Kid before you joined Cobra Kai?
Who wants to take
Little
it
to
first?
none.
Little to none?
I'll take the fall for this one.
Okay.
I had seen the movie. I was super young when I first saw it, and even going out for Cobra Kai, I knew little to none about what Cobra Kai was until I showed my audition to my mom, and she was like, "Are you kidding me? You don't know what this is?" and it was like, this is a big audition, that's my. I was about to say that's my 2 cents about the. But now we've all watched the movies and stuff like that.
Now you've watched the movie.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Understand that you're talking about something that's iconic to some of us in
Yes.
here.
At
Don't mess
least-
around
yeah.
with our
Well,
childhood.
like
okay?
at the point of actually auditioning for it, I didn't know anything. But at that point, I wasn't gonna watch it in between the audition and the callback, or between the callback and the producer session. At that point, it's just gonna make me way more nervous. So I told everyone, just don't talk to me about it. Don't freak me out. I know it's now that it's a big deal. I didn't realize before, but now don't freak me out about it.
Yeah.
And I just tried to get through the audition process, and then once I had booked it, then I sat down. I binge watched all the movies.
Yeah, they're fantastic. By the way, don't forget, Daniel got the girl around the world, not just in one. It wasn't just one movie,
Yeah, so we're not
okay?
sure where you
Don't
came
cheat, don't cheat us, don't cheat us out of all the movies and all the great moments. I want to ask you guys the action. How much fun is it filming the action, doing the action? Or does it get kind of hard sometimes? And who has gotten hurt? Has anybody gotten hurt?
I feel like
We've
we've
all
all
gotten-
We've all
gotten-
probably gotten a
We're
little
all just
hurt.
healed enough
We're all
for
just-
season 3.
Yeah.
This is a fake eye.
I got, I think, the worst injured out of everybody. I blocked a kick incorrectly and ended up in physical therapy. So I've learned my lesson, balance. No, but actually, though, I think the physical aspect has been the coolest aspect of this whole thing. It's been so cool. It was, amazing to walk into this incredibly established franchise and be a part of that and get to even just, have a fraction of that for myself was so cool. And then to get to add on, the martial arts aspect has been so cool and so, challenging.
Yeah.
It's extremely fun. I mean, we get the opportunity to come in and actually have fun and do as many stunts as we possibly can. We have great stunt coordinators because they train us really well, all of us, and they try and get us in there as much as possible so we can do just about every stunt possible. I'd say we probably do 85%.
Yeah, I would say so.
Basically,
our
anything short of
stunts.
safety.
Yeah.
They're
Wow.
careful about our safety and making sure that everyone is safe and protected and taken care of. And other than that, they want us to be able to do as much as we possibly can. And we all, I think, challenge ourselves to do that.
How do you think you guys found the perfect mix between the old school and the new school that is such a success on a new platform that's out there?
I think, obviously coming into the project, a lot of the people come for, Ralph and Billy and Marty, and they learn.
Well, that's why they came. That's why we came.
No,
Come on.
I'm saying, and then you watch the show and you realize that there's so many other nuances, and I think that's what keeps them,
Right.
and getting to speak with, I have a
It's
lot
like
of my...
it's like we invited everybody to the party, then you get there and there's a really awesome band.
Right, they're like the cool kids are there.
I was
The
surprised.
band is
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. But I film most of my stuff with Billy
for our part.
and Marty, and I guess just learning a lot about what it was like filming the original and saying, yo, when you filmed this, what were you feeling? Because it helps, because we're trying to create a show that has the same feeling but isn't formulaic, isn't the same step by step. So getting to learn a lot from Ralph and Billy and Marty goes so far.
When we made the Karate Kid real quick, we weren't conscious of what we were making at all, and it was
Right.
just, and it became this. And it's awesome that they didn't see the movie before they stepped in the audition. Because if I knew who Jerry Weintraub was when I auditioned for Karate Kid, I might have shut down too.
Right.
I knew John Avildsen was, but he was so nice. What I'm saying is that kind of going in just with your heart and just putting your heart in it, doing the characters. It's written in a way that it's going to work if you just do that. So to be conscious of what this is and how big and important, it's like none of that. It's just put your hearts into it. I think that's what's resonating is kind of this. It's a human thing. It's a human story. It just has the frame of Karate Kid and
The three creators of the
franchise.
show, John, Josh, and Hayden, who really, this is brainchild for them. It is the ability to have something be nostalgic yet currently relevant.
Right.
Is really the marriage that they nail, and then tone, paying
Right,
respect
right.
and homage to the original, but threading the needle for what is is engaging versus what's a parody.
And they think all out of the box. They think so far out of the box. This is their Star Wars, so that it's really wonderful to work for these guys because they know more about your character.
They know way more about it than
they
we
knew
do.
more about our characters when we first met than we did.
More about us personally.
That's the creepy part. But
They knew Bill was arrested and been in prison. They knew all that
They're
stuff.
pumping in the words right now.
That was beautiful the way you guys described it, but I think Sholo said they come for him. I just want to point out. I think he just said it was about him.
That's right, Bill.
They're like, they came because your name's
As long
were
as
there,
they
but
come.
That's true, as long as they're coming. Hey, real quick, did you keep the car from the movie?
I did. And
still have
it's
that Ford?
It's in season 2 of Cobra
Yeah,
Kai,
yeah.
and they gave it little TLC, and it's down ready for season 3 right now. So it's awesome. It is the car that we used in when we shot in 1983 for the release in '84, and it's the same car.
And then
these
next year
kids got
Samantha
to-
gets it for her birthday.
That's right.
Because this is Comic-Con, we have lots of surprises for everybody. We have a little surprise for you. Somebody who wanted to just stop by and say hello. Let's see if they'll come in and say hello. Come on in. Oh,
is it?
Is this a danger zone, man? Or do you have ciders? How are you?
Nice job,
Johnny K.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
I'm
Look at
Ralph.
that's right. Way back, Steve Randall. How are you?
Let's go.
Good to see you again. Hey, you sold me $20, remember?
Hi.
What's going on?
always
It's good.
pretty good, huh? Pretty good.
God, perfect.
If you think you were surprised when this guy walked in, you should have seen what happened when we walked him over on the convention floor.
that's great.
Yeah.
It was madness. Listen,
Can I age backwards, huh?
It's pretty amazing.
by the way, season 3 of Cobra Kai coming up. Make sure you check it out. It's a fantastic show. This is a fantastic cast. And you know what? I love that the old guys don't get any older. They look better, right? Thank you guys for joining us.